It's another hot day in Florida, and we're going to make some beef jerky today. The folks from Bradley sent me out this P10 Professional Smoker. So we're going to season this jerky up, marinate it overnight. Before we put it in that Bradley, we're going to hit it up with some red pepper flakes. Let's get going. I've got 2 pieces of London broil here. I've had them in the freezer. You can see it's a little stiff. Folks keep telling me it's easier to slice that way. Let's turn our meat grinder on, meat slicer on. Okay, let's have a look. Just about the right thickness today. I would say those are right around a 1/4 inch each. So I can tell you it slices really easy. So folks that have suggested, freeze it a little bit, it really does help. What I'm going to do, just kind of go through it. If there's any big pieces of fat, you can see it's cut really nice, uniform. Any big pieces of fat, I'm going to cut out. Now, I usually make my jerky from scratch, but I wanted to try one of these kits. I bought this. It comes with 5 different flavors. You can see here, sweet and spicy blend, pepperoni blend, mandarin teriyaki, pepper, and inferno. And it comes, look, I don't know these people. I don't have any relationship with them. I saw it. I've always wanted to try it, so I picked it up. So it comes with all those flavors. It comes with the cure. It comes with the little shaker. I left it inside so you can shake it on if you want. But what I've already done here is measured out the amount of cure I need for 4 pounds. 1.5 ounces under 4 pounds. And then this is the actual mandarin teriyaki flavor. Just mix it up. And like I say, it comes with like a salt shaker almost. You can just shake it on. You can see my jerky here. I've just got it in this bowl. And I think all I'm going to do is just sprinkle it on like so. About half of it maybe. Get it turned over. Once I get it all sprinkled on, I'm just going to take my hands here and work it in real well. Make sure it gets over all the pieces. And we've about got it all worked in. Now, instructions say 1/4 inch piece. You need to marinate it or let it cure, whatever the word is, in the fridge for 24 hours. So you can see all the, you don't see the specks of it anymore. I've got it worked in pretty good. I'm just going to put a lid on this. Take it in the fridge. We'll pick this video up tomorrow. Next day, 24 hours later. Removed our jerky from the fridge. You can see how that seasoning and mix really darkened it up. Now, when I put this seasoning, the jerky in the fridge, I then started reading some reviews about this seasoning. A lot of folks said that the flavors were muted and that you had to double up on the seasoning. So off camera, I showed you that we added this teriyaki, right? The mandarin teriyaki blend. Off camera, I went back in there and I added the pack of sweet and spicy, right? Mandarin teriyaki, sweet and spicy, ought to be good, I think. Okay, now, just going to lay my jerky out here. And now this isn't as wet as if you had, a wet marinade like what's in some of my other jerky recipes. But all I'm going to do is take it out here and pat each piece down. You can see I'm still getting some moisture. We're making jerky, so you want it dry as possible. This is our Bradley P10 Professional. Inside, it's got room. There's some extra slots here. It's got room for 6 Bradley racks. It comes with 4. I'll take these racks out. Here we have the drip pan. There's a hole right here. Things drain down, go through there, and it gets caught in the drip pan. Here I have the water tray. Now with this smoker, you have to use a water tray. And I'm going to show you why here in just 1 minute. This Bradley Professional uses these biscuits for the smoke. It doesn't use pellets, doesn't use wood chips or chunks. It uses these biscuits. Now what I have here, these are hickory. What happens is you open this door up, and if you notice here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one burns for 20 minutes, and I want about an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes of smoke. So you just load them in here, shut the door. And then what happens is, as it gets down to the 20 minutes, it shoots that biscuit out into this water dish, and that extinguishes it. And according to Bradley, that will keep your smoke from, sometimes you get that sour flavor. It'll prevent that because you're not cooking it down to the ash. The first step here is to set the smoking temp or the cooking temp. I'm going to cook around 185 today. There we go. Now you set the timer. I'm going to put this timer on 6.5 hours. We're not going to need that much time. There's 6.5. And then the next thing is I can tell it how long I want the smoke. And if you'll recall, I put those 5 pucks. So we want an hour and 40 minutes on the smoke. Now we've got that set. Now, what that will do is if you smoke this jerky the whole time, you're going to get that sour, too strong a smoke flavor. So I just smoke for an hour and a half to an hour and 40 minutes. Now what I like to do is spray these guys down. This is just a little Pam. This just helps to keep the jerky from sticking. Then I'm just going to come in here with that jerky, spread it out on these bad boys. You want to leave a little space so you can get the air circulation. We've about got our jerky all filled up here, and it took all 4 racks for this 4 pounds. You will see a couple pieces are pretty close, but you just don't want them to overlap. When it starts to dry, there'll be enough airspace in there. Now the final step for me, I'm going to add some red pepper flakes to the top side. Just a little. The mix doesn't seem to have that many. I like the look of the red pepper flakes, and I like the flavor of it. Just going to get each layer done. Now let's get back over to that Bradley. So you can see she's already starting to smoke. One thing I'm going to do just to help with the cleanup is put this pan in there. That'll catch a lot of the dripping. Let's get to smoking. Now the vent on this Bradley's on the top. I hope you can see that nice thin smoke. I've got this vent halfway open. Hey, if you're interested in one of these Bradleys, I've got a coupon code for you. It'll be down in the description box, right here in the video. You can go check it out. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. Look how tight this thing holds the temperature. We set it at 185. It's running right at 186. It's not going to be done. I just want to show you what our jerky looks like. It also comes with this little remover, or hook pull out, whatever you want to call it, so you can see the jerky. there's what she looks like. Not quite ready. I mean, I shouldn't say quite ready. Not close to being ready yet. Just wanted to show you what it looks like at the hour and 40-minute mark. We're going to get the door shut. Now we're going to just keep cooking. Now, as I mentioned, no more smoke. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. We'll just leave it cooking at the 185 until this jerky's ready. It's been one more hour. Let's have a look what our jerky's looking like. Still pretty flimsy, so we're not there yet. See how flimsy that is? Okay. Now, so I want to shut this lid, and I want to get this jerky done before it gets dark. Now this is the child lock. If there's no activity on this screen for a minute, then you can't use any of the controls while this child lock's on. You just hold this in for 3 seconds. You see the light went out. I'm going to crank our temp up to 200. You wouldn't have to do this if you had more time, but it's 5:30 in the evening, and I want to make sure that this gets done before dark. It's been 1 hour, 45 minutes since we turned that temperature up to 200 degrees. Let's have a look at our jerky here. Yeah, let's just bend a piece here. You see how it's starting to crack, but it doesn't crack in two? That's exactly what you're looking for here. You see that? You might let it go another 15 minutes if you wanted. It's up to you. But I'm going to pull it. Look at that. Perfect. See how it's just barely, it's cracking, but it doesn't break in two. If it breaks in two, you've cooked it too long. So let's get this jerky out. I'll let it cool down, and then we'll do a taste test. It's time to give this jerky a taste test. Now let me just show you again. You see how it's cracking there? But it doesn't snap in two. Just get one more piece for you. I mean, that's perfect. If that jerky, when you bend it, if it just snaps in two, you overcooked it. And if you don't get that crease, then you need to cook it some more. It's the moment I've been waiting for. Straight up beef flavor. Very mild smoke. The smoke is perfect. We did an hour and 40 minutes of smoke. It's perfect. If you want it smoky, you might go another half hour. I mean, if you want like a heavy smoke, then you're going to want to go another half hour, another 45 minutes. Perfect for me. Get the beef, get the mild smoke. I get those pepper flakes. They're delicious. And then in the very background, I mean way down in the flavor profile, I do get just a hint of sweet. Don't know if it's from the sweet and spicy mixture I put in there or if it's from that teriyaki mixture I put in there. Either way, great jerky, great jerky.